of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got a man. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's low. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 19 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Davison. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just triples to the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. They were aggressive on that 1st drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Turns it over to midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Going with the ground game left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the catch. It's Ivy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. comes from the 38-yard line. Moore to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's Casper. Knocked off his feet.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where he shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Hill. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore will throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's Casper. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Casper. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. More to the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looks as if he's going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivy. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He'll try the left side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Shoots it to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
For the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Timeout.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Moore will throw. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Gonna run it. It's White. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. With the catch, it's Ivy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice pocket corner kick.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Defense showing blitz here. Handoff from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Grab near the marker. It's Denmark. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's low. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Casper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch them on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Moore to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy that we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Give to the back. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Defense looks as if it's coming. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing. Snags it inside the 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll move the tight end. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders ever. Turnover.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. From the gun, running back gets the give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out of their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for today.